game plan that I'm trying to hold to. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I can do, and I'll be prepared to do whatever it takes.
Mikey, obviously since the Top Rank stuff ended, you've been very active. You're 30 years old now, kind of in the prime of your career. How much emphasis is there to kind of remain active during these prime years, and what are you maybe hoping to accomplish over the next couple of years?
I think I'm in my prime right now. I feel in the best shape. I feel in best shape physically. I'm mentally in the best shape also. Very strong mentally. So I'm very happy with the way things are going for me. I do want to stay active. I think I need to take advantage of the moment right now. Take on the biggest fights available. Give the fans fights to remember. Give fights that people can talk about and be excited for. I want to keep fighting, champions. I want to keep fighting big fights. Those are the fights that excite me the most.
Is this Spence thing like a real thing that you're considering?
No one believes me, but when it happens, you guys are gonna be surprised. I'm very serious. I really would love that fight. I'm not looking, past Robert Easter, but if everything goes well and we're not, injured or anything like that, the other fight that excites me would be a Errol Spence fight, and the challenges that he presents are so great that that's what motivates me the most.
How much would it take? What would the process be like to get to 147 comfortably for you?
I just gotta change the training a little bit more. Gotta change the diet a little bit. I wouldn't be really cutting weight. I'd just be maintaining a natural weight, which I think is gonna be fine for me. But we do gotta change the training a little bit so that I can adjust to that size, the welterweight division.
How did the fight at 140 kind of, affect your thinking in regards to a Spence fight? Because it looked like you were fighting a guy who you were a lot better than maybe technically, but again, the strength kept him in the fight.
I can feel the size advantages, the size difference. The two fights at 140 against Adrian Broner and against Sergey Lipinets. Those fights, although we were at 140 on weigh-in, fight night, they were a lot heavier. I was probably about 47, 48 on fight night. They were probably 155 or close to 160, because I could just feel the size, I could see it. But I still have the abilities to fight and overcome that size disadvantage, that strength. So with Errol Spence, a little different because he's also very talented. Technically, he's very, very talented, great fighter, and he still has that size and weight advantage. But that's what excites me because everybody says, no, all you guys think it's a joke, and I'm going to do it.
You talk about being at your peak right now. How do you think you're a better fighter now than you were before the 1.5, 2 year layoff?
I'm hungrier, I'm more motivated, I'm more experienced, I'm in a happier place. And if you're happy and you enjoy what you're doing, then you do it, that much better. So I'm very happy. I think this stage of my career is the one that people will remember most.
How much longer do you want to, again, not that...
I don't have a specific, time, like number of fights or years or age that I want to retire. It just depends on my body. If I feel comfortable fighting for the next 5, 6, 7 years, I'll keep fighting. Who knows? It could be 1 year. It all depends on my body. But as things are going for me right now, I think I'll be here for quite some time.
Earlier in your career, before the hiatus that you took, you liked boxing, but you were a little bit ambivalent about it. Robert said you like it a lot more now because of where you've gotten.
The time off kind of helped reignite that fire, and now that I'm in control, like I said, I'm very happy with the way things are going. I'm happy with my career, the way I dictate terms, and how I'm guiding my own path is great. So I'm in a happier place. Spiritually, it's much better, and that's why I think I'm going to continue to fight for a little longer than originally expected.
Mikey, could you possibly talk about what it means after so long to be back in LA and headlining the Staples Center, the biggest arena that they have here in LA, one of the most significant name-wise for sure. Could you talk about what that means to you, having your home fan base here and being able to not just fight but unify possibly and perform in front of your fans? Could you talk about that?
It's very special to be back after so many years. like 7 years that I was last year in LA, and that was before I was champion. So now that I come back, and after all my accomplishments, I get to come home, to LA, I get to put on a title unification match for my local fans. It's terrific. I'm excited. Every time I walk into the ring, the moment where I get a little bit of butterflies or emotional, this is that ring walk because of all those fans that show up. And now I get to do that, and as soon as I hear it, the crowd, that's special. And that's why I really look forward to this on July 28th, because I know the fans are going to really show up and show lots of love and support.
Hey Mikey, I had a chance to ask Richard the same question. You and Robert at this point in both of your guys' careers, both champions. How important was it for you to make this fight? It's not too often that we don't get the best fights with the best fighters, but for now, I mean, arguably the best fight for both of you.
I wanted big fights. Like I said, I want championship fights. I want big fights. He's an undefeated world champion. I'm an undefeated world champion. If we wait any longer, who knows if that fight could ever even get done. I felt that this is the best moment because it's a fight that excites me. I don't want to take on just title defenses against contenders that people will, talk shit about. People that don't know them, oh, he's nobody. I want to fight champions, and that's why we wanted this fight. And I'm sure he wanted it too, because he wants to prove to everybody the kind of fighter that he is. That he's a world champion, undefeated champ for a reason, and this is the biggest fight for his career. So it's my first unification match, his biggest fight. I think there's no better time to host this.
How good is he, and what problems does he, other than the height and the reach, what problems does he present for you?
He's actually naturally a fighter. Even though he does have height and reach, he sometimes gives that up to fight, which makes it a tough fight. He's a tough fighter. He definitely has the heart, and he doesn't take no for an answer. He's there to win. So that's what's gonna make it a good fight. But like I said, I want the best Robert Easter, so that I can also perform to the best.
This urgency to kind of fight the best guys and only, take the biggest fights, did that increase at all? Because you think of the 2 years off?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make up for some of that time also. Yeah. But once I came back, I hear the fans, I hear the media, and they're always criticizing other fighters for taking on other opponents. Now, the media and the fans sometimes are harsh. They might not understand why you need to take on certain fights. Maybe certain opponents are not available, and politics or whatever. But if I can dictate my own career, and I am to this point, then I'm taking on these fights. I want champions. I don't want to just fight, title contenders that are ranked number 10 or 8 in the world, and everybody's gonna be, talking bad about. That's why we take on these kind of fights, undefeated contenders or undefeated world champions.
The tickets are hot. Congratulations to you. You're officially an LA star and potentially mega star. What do you foresee yourself at the end of your career? Do you want the statue alongside Oscar?
Look, I'm not. That's not something that I'm chasing or. I'm not chasing anything like that. I'm not looking for that #1 pound for pound status or, anything like that. I think if the fans give me the recognition, that's enough for me. I don't care what any of you, as far as media, want to put me #1 or #5 or whatever it is. That doesn't matter to me. If the Hall of Fame at the end of my career says, you're worthy, great. That's another accomplishment. But what I'm worried most is just what the fans, idea and thought process is about.
Mikey, your next fight date, May and September. Are you gonna take over those 2 dates?
If we can get one more fight this year, that's first. I would like to get past this and then maybe land one more before the end of this year. If we do, then maybe next year we can start looking at those 2 dates if the right opponents are available. It's a big, now it's becoming a big boxing day for Cinco de Mayo weekend and September weekend. So it'd be great to be able to do that, but you also need the right dancing partner. And I understand that, so I can't just go in there against nobody. But I'm trying to pick the right guys. I'm trying to get champions, and I think those would be exciting fights to land on those dates.
Why are all the media members sweating like crazy? And you're
I was gonna say, let's get one more question, and then it's got
but you're not sweating. They're nervous.
We're here a little longer. Maybe you guys can
that should be the last question.